I right away invite from Ismail of India, Mr. Shivang Bhatt, the Vice President, and Mr. Ashutosh Chawla, the Senior Manager, on the dais.
I just read one of the nice articles in New York Times last week, which had a very nice biography of Boris Becker. Boris Becker became the youngest Wimbledon champion in 1985 at the age of 17. After this match got over, at a press conference, reporters like this, were clicking his photographs and asked him a question. Becker, what's your height? Though Becker had defeated Kevin Curran in the finals at 6'7", 7'6", 6'3", 6'4". And when Becker was asked, what is your age? He said, my height is 6'7", 7'6", 6'3", 6'4". I will not be remembered for the years that I live, for how tall I am, but by the matches that I win. Any individual is remembered by his accomplishments, his achievements. Can we for a moment just imagine what would have happened if Boris Becker would have taken medicine as his profession? Or Amitabh Bachchan or Shah Rukh Khan working as a bank manager? Or Abdul Kalam working as a stockbroker? Or Montek Singh Ahluwalia working as an English professor in Bombay University? Or Soli Swarajji working as a marketing manager in an automobile firm? Would they have been even half successful as they are currently? However hilarious and hypothetical this situation may look like, the fact of the matter is that even today, more than 90% of the students do not have complete information about the educational options post HSC. Every year, millions of students take up a course which does not match their skill just because they were not exposed to other courses and career options in which the skill could have matched. Every year because of this, we are losing thousands of Soli Swarajjis, thousands of Abdul Kalams, and thousands of great eminent personalities. Today, we are meeting at this place which is noted for knowledge, in the city noted for progress, and the state noted for vision, and we stand in need of all the three. For today we meet in an hour of change and challenge. We meet in an age of both hope and fear. We meet in a decade of both knowledge and ignorance. For greater our knowledge increases, greater our ignorance unfolds. Government of India has recently passed Right to Education Act. But equally important is right to information to education. The irony of today's education is such that while on one hand we have a few rich and affluent people who are aware of all educational options, but still in India there are millions and millions of families whose exposure to education is limited to the city or the village or taluka or the panchayat. And this is where Gujarat University has taken an initiative. In collaboration with Smile of India, Gujarat University is launching India's first mobile directory. And this mobile directory is only for the use of students, for the millions of students and the millions of parents, which would help them to get all the relevant information about colleges, courses, entrance exam, college infrastructure, college fees, merit cards, placement records, and everything that's essential for them to make a proper decision. No student should be deprived of education because of want of information on education. This is the mantra of Gujarat University, and we need to applaud them for this. In the recent decades, revolution in communication and information technology. Because of this revolution, it has broken the barriers which once kept markets and countries apart, creating a single global economy and thereby creating one place where people can do business. Today's economy is more integrated and interconnected than ever before. Any company can now plant a job anywhere in the world where there is an internet connection and where someone is willing to work. Meaning, a child who is growing up in Ahmedabad is not only competing with a child growing in Gujarat or Bombay or Delhi, but he's also competing with a child who is growing up in Beijing, London, Washington or Moscow. What matters then is not who you are or where you live, but what you know. When 2/3 of the new jobs which are being created require higher education or specialized training, knowledge is the most valuable skill that we can give to our people. It's not only a pathway to opportunity, it's a prerequisite for opportunity. And I believe the day of reckoning is here. Our country and our children cannot afford to have more years of neglection. Today, India faces far less challenges than the one of educating its students and children so that they can compete in the global economy. The decisions that we make about education today is going to define our future for generations to come. If we want to outcompete the world tomorrow, we must out-educate the world today. I repeat, if we want to outcompete the world tomorrow, we must out-educate the world today. However, the responsibility of lifting India's education system does not lie on government alone. Parents will have to get involved and take more interest in the child's education. Schools and universities will have to make that extra effort to get in touch with parents and students. Students will have to take more responsibilities about their own education. And people like you and me will have to take the additional responsibility of ensuring that all information is downloaded properly to students, their parents and the teachers so that right decision about their careers can be taken. So yes, we should hold government accountable. Yes, we should hold school accountable. But we should also hold ourselves accountable. Colonel MacArthur once asked his gardener to plant a particular tree. The gardener objected and said, "This is a very slow growing tree. It will take hundreds of years for it to reach its maturity." To which Colonel MacArthur said, "Then we do not have any time to lose. Plant that tree right now." The world of knowledge, our mission of having no student deprived of education because of want of education may be years away. But we have no time to lose. We need to plant the tree right now.